All right, so we've got our function here, and right now we basically just had this first part where we said, okay, kind of explain the rules, and it'll give them a little bit of time to click enter or whatever they want, and that will start our time. This will give us a start time and an end time. So now in between, we need to give them a task. So what we want to figure out is their our input text. That's going to be what they are about to type, and what I want them to type, what I want to get back from them, is the input of what I tell them to type, basically, right? So I gave them the text in this. And if you recall where that comes from, all the way down here, right? I said I'm going to take the whatever in my master text list, whatever's in that random A position, I'm going to make that round text, which became the second thing in my function. So when I go up here, that second thing in the function became the text. And so I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm going to give you the text, whatever it is here. If it's any one of those messages, it'll ask them to repeat that text. And when what they input, we will set to the input text. So what I want to figure out now is who won the round. Well, if there's two things that can happen, right? So if the duration, that's the length of the thing, is less than or equal to the target time, that means basically they did it in time. Oh, sorry, the duration is, less than. Okay, or the input text does not equal the text. So if they got that, if they didn't do it fast enough, or what they input here, what they input doesn't match what I gave them, those two things aren't the same, then I want this to happen. I'm going to make the score the score at position 1 equal the score at position 1 plus 1. So that'll give the point to the computer. Really similarly to this, I can say if the duration. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got this flipped. Sorry. So if they took longer than the target time, and it's not the target text, of course that would give the computer. I just got my sign flipped there. So if the duration is less, fantastic. But I need it to be less, and I'm going to need the input text to equal the text that was given, right? So if they type what I gave them, then I'm going to give the score at position 0 a boost. Okay. So now lastly, I need to return the score to them. So I need to return back the score, which remember is a list with only 2 items in it. It's these two lists. So the score starts at 0, 0. Starts at 0, 0 right here. I feed it into the function in the first position. It comes here. I either update it, give it a point in the 0 position or in the 1 position, and then I return it back. And I keep doing that until either in the 0 position or in the 1 position it equals 3. So let's test this and see if I have any errors in it. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go through and find all my bugs, and I will go back. Cool. So the only mistake I made was when you define a function, you got to put a colon right there. Not bad considering. So anyway, let's run this thing and see how it goes. So it begins with our question that it asks us. Type of message, we have 16 seconds to do it. So press any key to begin. So I'm going to press enter. Okay, why use me? Yes. Awesome. So I beat the amount of time in 16 seconds, and I typed it correctly. Let's try again with like 13 seconds and see how it goes. Nicolas Cage, a national treasure. If I just go ballistics and do it, I did it in 13 seconds, but I didn't do it correctly. And I can do that again. Yep. See, it wasn't correct, but I for sure did it in enough time. Yeah, and I'll just fail again and see if it goes. Yep. So there we go. Our brakes work. Everything works. It would be kind of nice if it, every single time when it was done here, it would also print. You also had it maybe print the time it took you to do it. So that's a little extension on this. See if you can, at the end of every time, at the end of every round, you print back the time.